sexy for your game, too sexy for this fame. Yeah, yeah, I'm too sexy for the trap, too sexy for that cap.
Yo, broskiis, what is up? First off, sorry for the harsh lighting. My natural light isn't really like, you know, going crazy right now. There's a pretty bad storm in the area, so I got to use overhead light. But you're probably wondering, didn't you just upload like a list kind of like this? But this is my Bystial branded Chimera deck for the upcoming format. I really like this deck, just Chimera in general. I said that in the last video, but I think the Bystials add another layer. Because a lot of people, if you look at rogue tier lists, they say like, you know, Chimera and branded does nothing more than like a branded Despia, branded Bystial list. So let's just mash them all together, you know. I think it goes kind of crazy. But before I get into it, go and like the video if you like the video, comment down below what you would change, and subscribe to the channel because we're really trying to get to 1K. We're still on that. We've been on that grind. So I'm gonna jump into it. Make sure that's centered. Triple, oh gosh, glare. Triple gazelle, pretty standard. Double big wing. Sometimes you miss the third, rarely, but this is like a 45 card deck, so triple mirrored sword knight. This gets you into your engine. This card goes crazy. You'd rather them ash like the well, I don't know, in this deck there's a lot of ash targets, but it's like none really make the deck fold. If you ash the branded fusion, you can still get your Bystial stuff online. If you ash the mirror sword knight, you can still go branded fusion and then use your Bystials and stuff like that. So this just adds another layer. Like just one ash doesn't do it, or one droll doesn't necessarily do it, or it just goes kind of crazy. Triple cornfield. One of these, I'll never cut this card. This is a board breaker. It's a snatch still. It's everything. It's super easy to cheese out on the field. So it's gonna stay. Triple Chimera fusion. It's not once per turn. During the main phase, you can just keep doing it, as long as you can keep recycling it. When you use it, if you control the fusion, you can just add it back to your hand. So opening up 2 of these isn't like necessarily the worst, or opening up 1 and then engine isn't necessarily the worst, because you can fuse it off for like a Draxapelli or something like that. But that's it for the Chimera cards. No towel or anything like that. I like this. Now for the Bystial engine, obviously Lubellion, much more affordable than he was in past. Pitch, just add 1, tribute 1, special on it back. You can activate 1 out of your grave. Right now, triple Sorinir, not Sorinir, sorry, triple Druid's Worm. This removal, it just really depends on what you're playing against. This is live at my like locals, so like triple Druid's Worm is like pretty clutch. But yeah. One Magna Hut, one of the most broken cards ever printed. Just search any card in the archetype pretty much, and then just 1 Sorinir. 1 Sorinir is fine. You just dump whatever you need, keep going. 1 regained. So when a card's banished, obviously you put it on the bottom of your deck and then draw a card. And then if your opponent normal or special summons a monster, you can target 1 Bystial monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Pretty nice recursion card. Branded Beast, this is like your pop. This is my Bystial lineup. I really like all these cards. In a 45 card list, like I never open like these up, but honestly opening up regained isn't like the worst thing ever. So you obviously want to see the Lubellion though. Next up for the branded engine, triple Fallen of Albaz. Don't know if you see, I finally got my hands on like, oh, you can't really see that good. I finally got my hands on the ultis. Unfortunately, still waiting on my 2 ulti Alubers. Just 2 Alubers. 1 kit, because you can add it to your hand pretty easily. 1 Dark Magician. Still waiting on my light Hexel fusion in the mail. This is nice because you get a pop out of your Dragoon. You get a single pop, but I guess like the shittiest part about it is like you gotta shuffle this card back into your deck. So it's like, well, I mean, light hexed is like a little bit better because you can just get rid of it. But this does provide you that pop. Triple branded fusion, gotta have it. Double branded opening. Kind of want to run 3, but I'll just keep it at 2 for now. And then 1 branded red, because you can enter like, it's pretty easy to enter like double chimera. Just, you know, it's nice. It's super easy. And then like on the chimera fusion and branded red, which is pretty nice because you have the option to like fuse twice on your opponent's turn. Sorry about that. So that's it for your branded cards. Next up, we'll run 3 Ash Blossoms. That's the only hand trap in the deck. 2 Super Poly, and 1 cross out, 1 called by. It's essentially like having like 2 called by the graves. I really like it. Yeah, I wish I could find space for like a 3rd Super Poly, but I don't want to run 46 cards, so I'm gonna keep it like that. And now for the extra deck, not a whole lot has changed. Double of these, because they're nasty card rips. 1 of these, Chimera the Illusion Beast, he's OTK by himself. 1 of these, with this list I don't often go into them, but I just kind of keep in there for artwork's sake, so fuck it. Just kidding, you can cut this literally for anything, because we're not setting up any locks or anything like that. So you can cut it if you like to. Probably for another Super Poly target. Honestly, for like Guilty. But he's in my, I think he's in my cash list. I'm not sure. Double Guardian Chimera. Because it's easy to go into 2 of them. 1 Mirror Jade, 1 Lubellion, 1 Rim Brim, 1 Albion. 1 of these. He's like fine. You could probably, honestly, you could probably cut this one and this one for like 2 more Super Poly targets, because you don't need this one anymore. I ran it in the other list because you can send it and add Mercurier to the hand. We don't run Mercurier, so you kind of don't need it. So that's already like 2 spots. You can switch out for like other Super Poly targets. 1 Dragoon, obviously. 1 Draxtapelia, 1 Mud Dragon of the Swamp, and then 1 Garua. These are Super Poly targets, of course. So you could easily add the Guilty. You could add the Guilty and the other one. I just don't have them in this one. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. I'm not gonna show you like my current side, simply because it's pretty generic stuff. Stuff like Cyclone, Dimensional Barrier, stuff like that. You just don't. Your side has to work for you. So I'm not gonna upload that. But that's pretty much it for this one. If you want to see like test hands of this deck, leave a comment down below for that. And like I said, comment down below what you would change. Like the video if you like the video, and subscribe to this channel because we're trying to get 1K broskies. I'll see you in the next one.